gig is playing, and somebody has decided it's time to say goodbye. Drum hit again. Guitar explodes, hit record, strike a pose. Here she comes, there she goes. Final chapter, final scene. One last ride for the drama queen. She's the optional, lighting is key. Everybody's guilty except apparently me. Names on the hit list, names in the fire. Everybody gets a little farewell choir. Point that finger, raise that hand. Tell everybody how nobody understands. She said, I'm leaving, we know. I'm done, we know. You'll never see me again. Oh honey, drums build. We've heard that one before. Goodbye again. There she goes. Goodbye again. Nobody knows. Goodbye again. Wave goodbye. Goodbye again. Cue the tears and cue the lights. Goodbye. 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 Again. Guitar feedback. We'll see you when we see you. Different accounts, different names, different masks for the same old games. Sock in the shadows, sock in the hall. Sock says hello, sock says it all. One says this, one says that. One disappears, poof, another hat. New little username, new little face. Same old circus in a brand new place. And somehow every row leads back to the show. Funny how that works, this time I'm serious. Sure, this time I'm through. Okay, I'm walking away. Have a nice day. Drums stop. Wait. Bass kicks in. Well, we heard that before. Goodbye again. Take your flight. Goodbye again. Into the night. Goodbye again. Close the door. Goodbye again. We've seen this movie before. Goodbye. 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 Again. There's a list on the table, names written in red. Every grievance that needs to be said. There's somebody here, somebody there. Somebody apparently gets to blame for the air. But wait, hold up. Look at that page. Who didn't make it? Tiny guitar riff. Oh, that's interesting. You call him out. You call the names, yeah. You told us all about their games, yeah. But somehow, I got a gold star for invisibility. Goodbye again. What a show. Goodbye again. Don't you know? Goodbye again. Take your bow. Goodbye again. You do blues and you somehow. Maybe this time, she means it. Maybe this time, it's real. Maybe this time, the door stays closed. Maybe this time, the silence gets healed. Pause, or a quiet guitar note. Maybe we'll get a notification. Drum hit. Hey guys, I'm back. So bad. 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. New video, new story. New channel, same old glory. Farewell tour, limited run, one night only. Get your tickets, everyone. Closing time, curtain call. Everybody's watching the final fall. Pack your bags, grab your phone. Tell the world you're finally gone. Delete the channel, burn the flame. Change the profile, change the name. But somewhere in the darkness, somewhere down the line, there's a little locking screen waiting for you to shine. Goodbye a day. Fly away. Goodbye a day. Have a nice day. Goodbye a day. Take your crown. Goodbye a day. Don't let the drama slow you down. Goodbye. Goodbye. Boy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We're here.
All right.
Stina, she did not take it down. She just made it unlisted.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that one tomorrow. A little bit of a palate cleanse tonight.
A little bit.
So who we got here? Hi, Summer, Brookie. Hey, Kenergy, Dina, Rebrand.
Hey, I'm here. You started to pop up.
Hi, Shannon. Glad you could join us.
Bliss is here. Hi, Bliss. We got Pixie.
Hi,
It's
Pixie.
Meg is here.
Hey, Bliss.
Envy me. In
Hi,
the
Meg.
bushes.
Hi, Envy.
We're used
Good
to
to see you all.
bushwalkers, but at least you come in and say hello. Oh, I'm grinning. I'm grinning like a Cheshire cat right now. Wonder what I got up my sleeves. I don't know. Nothing. I got nothing up my sleeve.
So how's everyone doing tonight? How are you, Rebrand?
I'm okay. Getting used to coming back. You take a little time off and you feel rusty. You know, joints are sore, the mouth is sore. Feel a little unhinged tonight. Oh, wait a second. Did I say I'm unhinged? Look out. Bushwatcher 2000.
Hey, Bushwatcher. How are you? Well, don't stay in the bushes. So what you got for us tonight?
What did you tell me to do tonight? Aren't you the leader around here? Isn't that what someone else says? Oh, wait a minute, that's tomorrow. Oops, sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I figured we'd just chit chat for a little bit before we get rolling. Night's still young. It's Saturday. The night's still young. So what's everybody else got going on? How was your day? How was the day? Anybody do anything fun today? What you got going on? Look at those terrible numbers. We only got 18, 20 people in here. Wow, that's rough considering somebody says we get terrible. Oh, that's tomorrow night. Never mind. Hold on. Back up. Sorry. I got to stop doing that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess I'm just really looking forward to tomorrow night. Last night really got me rolling.
I'm just gonna check something.
Is it good?
Oh, well, would you look at that? 286 views in 21 hours. It took Tira 2 weeks to reach over the 300 mark on the video that she did about taking me out.
You're getting ahead of yourself. Are we sure we're doing what we're doing tonight? Look at what we need to establish who exactly the leader is. I say we have a rotating leader, and it's not whoever is running the live at any given moment, because hey, we just go with the flow around here. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all leaders around here.
Give us your vote.
Yeah. We just go with the flow around here.
I'm live and you're freaking burping like that.
Taco mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. The night is still young. Yes, it is. Yes, do all those YouTubey things. And sometime before the night's over, even though tonight we're focused on over here on me, make sure you do the YouTubey things over on Terry's also, since we're doing it on both. So yeah, hit us both up.
Doesn't work that way, Bliss. Sorry, did you guys all hear my husband burp?
Nope, I thought it was the
Oh,
dog snoring. Is this a
no.
democracy? It's a utocracy.
That's true. That's true, Stina.
I am Spartacus. Okay, did everybody notice our thumbnails for tonight? Let me
Why do you keep doing that?
what did I do?
It's not you, it's my husband. I hope you can't hear him.
No, I didn't. Okay, this thumbnail
What?
right here, this is an old picture of Shelley with her red hair. It's morphed onto a Hindu goddess.
That's bad.
Do I have to pull up
Sorry.
the picture? Hold on. I'm gonna have to pull up the picture so you guys can see. Hold on. The picture is taken from that, and I morphed it onto the image of a Hindu goddess. So yes, because tonight's theme, my title and Shelley and Shelley, my title and Terry Lynn's title is slightly different because we're playing around with some new setups around here. But the theme I was going with was Vaya con Dios, go with God. And yeah, so Terry got one of the Hindu gods, and I put Shelley's face on it. And mine was just, something flying through the air with Shelley's face on it. Because, flying through the air, go with God. And yeah, I wasn't about to put her face on a Jesus apparition, so we're all about having fun around here, Bushwatcher. No insults to anybody's religion is meant.
Sorry, my husband's being a pain.
That's okay. He has you giggling.
I apologize. He does need some gas X though.
Everybody has to rip now and then. So
Church obscene. Yeah, that sounds about right.
okay. Even though Shelley did not mention me in her farewell 29 minutes and what was it, 52 seconds, which I did condense down. She did not mention me directly, but she sure had a lot to say about me. And I have really gone out of my way to really not talk about her. I've said a couple things here and there, but I really haven't, despite having wanted to, but I didn't. And when I listened to her video, I was kind of miffed at that. Not at her not mentioning me, but just kind of miffed because she tap danced around me, and if you got something to say, fuck it all, just say it. And
I listened to it when I was doing stuff, so I was only half listening.
well, I figure she didn't mention me very much because, in full disclosure, when she moved, I was one of her largest donors. And
Okay.
yeah, that's never come out. And I've never said anything. I have no regrets for that. We had some good conversation after that. She offered to give me a full accounting of, and everything. And I had said no. That money that I donated, it was to make sure her children had a place to stay, because I still think that was a really fucking shitty thing that was done to her, and her children coming into the holidays. My opinion on that will not change. I gave that money with no strings attached. I didn't need an accounting for it. I didn't want an accounting, but you know, but yeah. So whether or not she did not mention me at all because of that, I don't know. But I just wanted to make that disclosure. So, and there are a couple people that knew that I donated that.
Yeah, I
And
think you've said it before on the live.
oh, I might have mentioned that I donated, but there's only one or two other people that know that I was one of the largest donors. And I may have been. I know somebody pulled out after some other shit happened, and that may have left me as the largest donor. I don't know for sure, but I was one of the
No,
largest.
there was another one that was equal. But I'm pretty sure you have mentioned it in a live that you donated 500.
No, I didn't do 500.
Oh, okay.
Or did I? You know what? I don't even remember anymore. But it was several hundred. But either way, I did several hundred. And again, there was no strings attached on that. I didn't expect any accounting on that. I didn't want any accounting. She offered, and there was no strings. And so anyway, yeah, there was full disclosure on that, or there is full disclosure on that. And I still don't expect any accounting on that. But
Yeah, that's true, Stina.
Anyway, so yeah, but whether or not that's the reason why she did tap danced around mentioning me or not, I don't know. But for future reference, Shelley, you don't have to tap dance around mentioning me, because you clearly had some things to say about me in that video. So we're going to go ahead and watch her video, and say what we got to say. Before we get started, is there anything anybody has to thank you, Summer. Is there anything that anybody specifically wants to say about it before we get started? And yeah, I have already altered it.
Yeah.
I do, Stina. I have my moments, Meg. Hold on, let me
Sounds good, Shannon.
hold on, I just messed up my split tab here. Oh shit. I just screwed up my split tabs here. Hold on.
I'm kind, but I'm not nice. Are you not organized tonight?
Apparently not. Apparently I forgot how to do my split tabs here.
Yeah, exactly, Stina. I'm in full menace mode.
Hell.
What are you looking for? Because you have the video sitting down there.
Well, yeah, but I have to go into the other tab to control it, so add tab to new split view. Oh, okay. Duh. Okay. I've apparently I forgot how to add a split screen because I have to be in the it's added, but I have to
I know, that's what my problem was last night. I had forgot how to do it, and
okay, see, it's not just my problem then.
Stina, that's how I feel about every one of them.
Okay. Okay. Now. Why are you seeing all this other crap on the bottom? No, this is bizarro. Now see, I'm getting a little screen. How do I get my screen bigger?
Change the layout.
It's not working.
Doesn't work. Um, Enlarge it yourself. Can you do that? Like zoom in yourself?
There we go. Okay. Here we go.
YouTube subscribers.
I
Still
think
weird
that's a little
without
too
them.
zoomed in.
For what?
Oh no, never mind. I forgot she's not on camera. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not on camera.
I'll mute now.
Okay. Are you able? Okay, wait. Here's another test. Are you able to stop and start the video? Oh, I guess not. It's all on my screen.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Face, I'm not going to lie. And you can't leave very alone. They've been running around this house, playing and chasing each other.
Wait a minute, you got to tell me when you want to stop if I don't stop and you want to say something.
I just woke up, and though I have, and it's true, fully deleted my YouTube channel, Shelly Abbott 0530. And don't worry, I'm going to go back and get that handle just so no one can secure it, because people are psychopaths, and after I deleted my channel, it dawned on me that in 30 days, someone can get that handle. Not that I care, and it's my first last name and my birthday, but people have
Pause.
tried to impersonate me over the last few weeks anyway. That's for
Who's the psychopath, Shelly? Who? Alas, it was you.
When it comes to stuff like that, you guys have much more of a history with her, so I got to leave that to that. I got to leave that type of commentary more towards you, more to you, because you have a much longer history with her than I do.
Right. Yeah, she did change the voice, Tina. Brooke, that's what I'm thinking. For her to actually delete the channel, I mean, I just can't see it. I mean, if she can stay off, good for her. Because, I mean, she's wrecked havoc on here. So, off of YouTube would be best. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and yeah, I did change the voice just in case she comes back and is pissed off, and if we go a little bit long in between commentary, I wanted to make sure that we had enough change done to it. So took off her blank screen for the most part and voice changed it.
my privacy, security, safety, and legal reasons. I don't want anyone to have my original YouTube channel name. So I know the date that I deleted the channel, and I have it marked in my Google Calendar the night before, the day of, and 2 days before to remember to check to see if it's available. And I will try to periodically over the next 30 days check to see if that username is available, because I made a mistake in my members only a couple months ago and said I had deleted all my stock accounts, which I did. And someone in my members only waited the 30 days after that happened to make a prisoner of life account. That is not to me, was never me, not this new one, at least maybe the old one I was fighting with Pac back in the day, but not this new one. Another account that I was always accused of that I still to this day am not is Sammy. That was never me. I don't know who it was. I suspected it was Sarah's Odd for some reason. That account came to me during the height of the Grit Chat Gate videos, and it commented on a community post like 6 months down so that no one could see it. And I got the notification for it, but I did not screenshot it. Go figure, I know. That said something like, I will help you, I believe you, or something. And
What?
I don't know.
That's bizarre, because with the type of personalities that she has attracted, besides the good, she's also attracted a lot of negativity. To hand that off to one of her children, I think that's just asking for trouble. That's my opinion.
I don't understand where the Sarah's Odd is coming in, because I don't remember Shelley being around during that time.
I am not using Popcorn's voice.
And the only person that came to mind during the beginning stages of Grit Chat Gate when Graham was here was Sarah's Odd, because her story and my story kind of had similarities to it. So I always thought Sammy was Sarah's Odd, but I can't accuse her, which is why I've never publicly said I thought it was her, because I don't know. But those two stock accounts I cannot and will not ever claim. The new prisoner of life or prisoner of life, I basically was saying because I'm not my own prisoner basically of my own life. That's how that name started. And the Sammy account. Anyway, this is not for that. But I will get that username back to the Shelly 0530 and just keep it not really as an account I use, but just to keep this username secure. Even though I know in a court of law, if someone uses that name and tries to harass somebody, that they'll have to prove it's me. And if it's not me, then I have nothing to worry about. But this helps the waters not be so muddied, because the prisoner of life has caused nothing but a havoc, and people speculating that that's me. And they said some horrible things to people and things that I wouldn't say. And that's been a little frustrating, which is another reason that I'm leaving YouTube. But I don't feel right not saying goodbye. I just feel like I ghosted all of my course subscribers. I've had a couple people reach out to me, and I'm appreciative of it. I think I owe some people explanations because I cut everyone. When I say everyone, I mean everyone off that I have never met in my real life. I kept one friend and one friend only on my Facebook, and I kept 2 YouTube friends on my Instagram. I just want to walk away from YouTube, and that really meant everyone involved with YouTube. But there were 2 subscribers of mine that was never involved in any of the drama, and I think never really went over to anyone else's side. So I kept that. deciding to leave YouTube was very hard because, as you guys know, it's part of my everyday life. I wake up, I vlog, I film, I do everything on YouTube. I show my life, I show my story. I mean, today we're having a pizza party and I can't make it into content for the public to show like our happy family memories and to share it with the world. But I also don't want to share it with the world anymore, if that makes sense. So a couple months ago, I stopped doing drama. I always get myself into these situations at my own fault. I get in with a friend crew. I don't purposely gather information. You just learn information over weeks, months, years. And then there's a fallout. And then you want to go to the enemy. And you want to give them all your information so that they'll accept you.
Just to break it up a little. And by the way, I scrolled text real slow like that. So I figured if anybody goes through this and listens, they're going to play it back faster and it'll scroll too fast. So anyway. Oh, I guess Terry Lynn walked off. Okay. Thanks, Terry.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me know. Oh, okay. I just saw you were muted there.
oh, because you were speaking.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
want any feedback.
Oh, okay. Thought you walked off. So
Oh no. Yeah,
socks
she
and
probably does.
okay.
Actually, quite peaceful around here without her. Yeah, yeah.
I saw Mad Nutter put up a comment saying the same thing. It's been really peaceful around here with Shelly being gone.
And see, Brooke, that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, when did Shelley come around? I don't remember her in any of the Sarah's Odd stuff. To her school wasn't. They had to pay off her high schooling stuff first, right? And then she was going to go into, what was it that she said she was going to go into?
Wasn't it medical billing or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something she could do from home. Medical billing or transcription or something like that.
Yeah, see, there even Shannon said it. So my question is, did Shelley say that she was evicted? Or did she just say that she was moving?
She said the landlord gave them I think 90 days because they were selling the house. So they had 90 days to move out. And I mean, that does happen. That's not unrealistic. And whether or not that's true is here nor there. I really don't think that's anything to sit there and really ponder over.
No, I know, but I've seen it pop up that some were saying that she had been evicted. So I was just wondering was it said or was it speculated that she was evicted?
There's always going to be somebody that's going to say that, and unless somebody has hardcore proof and shows it, I don't see any reason to think it's anything other than what she said. We know tall tales come out, but unless we see proof otherwise,
Okay, Shannon, I gotcha.
What did Shannon say?
She made a members only, insinuating she got evicted in her thumbnail to bait people.
Oh, well, yeah, some clickbait thumbnail, but who doesn't do that? That's why I said, unless there's proof that she actually got proof that she was actually evicted, I didn't think twice about it. She gives enough real drama. That's just my thought on it.
Video about going to jail.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
Ready to start again?
Yeah, go ahead.
in their crew. And over the years, I think I've done this to myself over and over again, which is weird because growing up, I had the same group of friends. I mean, I had a lot of friends, but my core besties stayed with me from elementary school all the way through high school. So I never went from friend group to friend group and just dropped my friends at a dime of a hat. Like I always kept my same core group of girls, like my besties. I don't know where the switching off of people happened, but I've never been like that. It's my fault, of course, it's my fault. But I think from just completely shutting off all my friends and not being social to trying to be social, it was very hard to navigate like loyalty with me, I guess, because I wanted everyone to accept and like me. And if that meant throwing some people under the bus so everyone would like me, I did that, and that was wrong. Um, it's really hard also to be a YouTuber and to stay out of the drama when you're friends with other YouTubers because they're constantly talking about the drama even when you don't want to talk about it. And it's hard. Also, when you get into the drama and the fights on YouTube and you say you're announcing I'm walking away, people don't like that because a lot of like even subscribers, like you killed their content, you killed their entertainment. When you make amends with a content creator and you basically agree to disagree and walk away, that puts out that fire, and then people don't want to watch you. So then I found what I call people the runners. Some people call them the flying monkeys. I call them the runners. And I believe that there are some people like, I'm not going to lie in my video, but like Shannon Moore is a runner. She goes back and watches everyone's stuff, sometimes twists it, and she gets the other content creators to fight with each other. She creates fights or tries to create.
Shannon, why haven't you started any fights to give me content? I want to know right now, goddammit. Get your ass up here and tell me why you haven't caused any fights to give me content. I'm feeling a little disillusioned here.
Something about a probation officer calling or see, I wasn't a member and I don't know anybody that was. Like, were these members only videos that this was talked about?
Oh, speaking of members only, Goblin took out her members only again. I noticed that it was either last night or this morning when I saw that she unlisted that video. She no longer has members only.
Poor Stina. She accidentally had Shannon.
Well, that's because she's caused me to feel disillusioned. It was a plot.
Okay, she got it.
Okay, here we go.
Fights and content, like in comment sections. I have no ill will towards her, though she was one of my most heinous, biggest thorns in my side. I noticed that she was always trying to pick a fight for other people. And I don't know why. So after all of this was said and done, I stopped fighting with people and I said, look, this fighting with the TRSF has got to stop. I walked away from the toxicity and all the things. Every time I would do or say something, it had to be, oh, you must be talking about like Liz Chris, you must be talking about her. And I used to say, Shannon, I'm not, what are you talking about? Just because I'm talking about something involved does not mean it pertains to that girl. Stop trying to make a fight where there isn't a fight. Everything had to be white knighting for Liz Chris, which is great. I'm glad that she has friends. But I would be in a comment section about something completely different, and she would just be specifically taking down targeting like Liz. And that creates an issue with Liz and I because we're not talking.
Pause.
We have no beef. We're not fighting with each other. I think Liz pretty much has to stop going.
Because you were purposely egging stuff on with Bliss. Like, I don't know. I'm at a loss for this one.
It seems like she's always egging something on with somebody. It's almost like it's almost like triangulating.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Shannon. And like, stop. Like, why are people so butthurt that Bliss and Shannon actually have people that like them? You know what I mean? Like, that was another thing with B. It was always like, well, Bliss and Shannon this and Bliss and Shannon that. Like, I don't get it. They have people that like them. It's a constant attack against them.
It sucks not being able to enjoy who you want to be able to enjoy without having to worry about hurting somebody else's feelings. I like being able to go and do whatever the fuck I want to do now.
Me too. That's why I love the group chat. because you don't realize until you're out of it just how much you had to um,
Yeah, but
put
you can't
aside.
because you'll piss me off if you go over there. I'm just telling you right now. Or over there in that other place. Don't do it. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Hmm.
at each other, but everything I was doing had to be a innuendo to something that it wasn't. And that becomes frustrating as a content creator. I stopped talking about Tira and people because I realized that it was affecting my mental health. I was struggling, and the thing as a content creator is I don't tell people when I struggle because I don't want to trauma dump. I don't want to trauma dump on people, and as much as I trauma dump on a daily basis about my own life, I don't like to tell people when I'm struggling in real time. And I realized that making fun of Tira's nails and her body and her hair and everything else is not going to bring me joy. That's not going to make me rich. That's not going to give me a happier life. That's not going to give me anything but living in a cesspool of depression and toxicity. And so I did walk away from it. And I knew when I was going to tell these group of women that I think they're in the wrong now, that I think they're beating this Tira dead horse train metaphorically to the ground, that people would not be happy. I knew that if I called out everyone else's flaws just as much as I called out my own, people wouldn't be happy because it's Shelly Abbott that's calling out people's flaws. It is Shelly Abbott who's telling people that they're toxic.
And this is where I think she started tap dancing around me without saying me, and fuck you very much for that. Remember, I was invited by the subject name idiot to start talking about the subject name idiot. So I'm going to talk about the subject name idiot as much as I feel like talking about the subject name idiot.
People don't want to hear that, even though I am right
Hang
to some
on,
degree.
Rebrand.
What?
Hang on. Shannon, that's exactly correct. And that's what pisses me off as well. Like, I'm not in DMs with anybody. I'm not in, I don't have Discord. I tried it once. You can ask Stina. I couldn't figure it out. And I deleted the app. The people thinking that we're in, that me personally, I can only speak for myself, thinking that I'm in Discord or group chats with anyone else is it's not a thing. It would never happen again. I would never be part of a group chat. And I don't speak to anyone on a daily basis. Even Rebrand knows that.
Yep. Nor do I.
Exactly. Like we're not doing shady shit behind the scenes. We're definitely not fucking looking up people either.
Bingo. Oh shit, I didn't mean bingo, but you know what I meant. So, yep. I don't do all that stuff. Causes too much trouble, and it's too difficult to keep up with all the different social medias and everything. Too much drama.
I don't
Yeah.
talk in circles, and I'm not trying to shit on people.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
I was gonna just tell Stina that yeah, like they're making stuff up. They're imagining it. Why? Because they've been a part of that. They are on Discord. At least B is. Like I don't know. I don't know what I have to do to prove to people that I'm not in everybody's DMs. And definitely not in Discord. Oh, you don't, Stina? There you go. Okay, sorry, Rebrand, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
This is just my feelings before I leave YouTube altogether. Give me a minute to regroup because I think I'm going off the rails because I held a lot in. And because I'm leaving, it's not like I'm trying to go out with a blaze. I just am trying to get everyone my thoughts and feelings about leaving out so that you guys can get a better understanding on why I left. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I think sometimes I get flustered and frustrated. Basically, I knew that when I realized that this whole making fun of Tira and others thing was going to upset people, I knew that I'd have to say goodbye to those people. I don't do things privately. I would have had to message 30 people to tell them that I was putting them in folders. What I do is make a video. That's how you'll know in real time. All at the same time. That's how I do it. it wasn't about one specific person, otherwise I would have privately messaged them. So I think the content that you're making or participating in is toxic. But again, it was an entire mob hate group for Kira. Though I don't like her, and just because I think that she doesn't deserve to be bullied every day doesn't mean that I'm her friend nor like her. She was horrible to me, very horrible to me. Never have not talked to her since, but like the group Checky when my grandmother was still here. I don't talk to that woman. I don't talk to Andy Chicago. I don't talk to any of them anymore. And I haven't for months. Just because I think that these women don't deserve to be targeted day after day after day after day does not mean that I'm friends with them anymore or have gotten back into their friendship crew. That will never happen. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. I will not be friends with any of them again. My thing was, I just felt like every single day it was something about Kira. And my personality is when I start doing something like that, I take it too far. You get the ball rolling, and I am going to drive the bus into the pavement. And I'm very passionate about whatever I'm doing, whether it's good or bad. And I think that my family knows more about me and wants what's best for me. And so I listened to their process on what was happening in my real life and how this was making my life toxic. Talking about Tira, sitting in my bedroom, locked away when my kids were alone, and I was fighting and talking about Tira and her nails. That's not normal. That is not normal. That's not healthy. And so I got sober, got my life together, and I realized I can't.
Really? We talk about it online. If you're sitting on your bed talking about it in your bedroom, that's your problem.
Yeah. And
Just
Stina,
saying.
you're right. 1 to 5 business days. And yes, Bushwatcher, my throat is going again. I'm bad for the cable companies.
Who the fuck does that, Brooke? Yeah, I might think about the nightly stream or what's going on. If I'm thinking about, okay, I know I'm going live tonight, and I might be, as I'm going about my daily chores, putting an outline together in my head, or have a notepad and jotting things down. But I'm not sitting there, in the context that she is, obsessing over things. I'm putting together the plan for what I'm doing that night. I have a defined difference. At least I think there's a difference. It's not an obsessing over something. It's putting a plan together for a nightly talk. Did that make sense?
Yes, it did. Sorry,
Okay.
my voice is going.
It's too early for your voice to go, but I can relate to that. Ready to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Be talking about Tira. A whole group of people are never going to stop talking about her. They live, breathe, eat. They live for that woman. They live to trash her. So if she's not a good person, I completely agree. But that's what everybody constantly talking about. The rich, the rich, the rich, the rich, the high rich. I don't think Tira should ever be called that. And I have never called her that. Even when I did not like her, even at the most angriest I had been with her, I've never called her anything but her name because she's a human being. And I think us as humans deserve to be called by our names. I knew going against that would cause people to be pissed off at me, and I didn't care because mental health is so important that I was not going to be a part of that girl in her downward spiral. I'm not saying that Tira is at that point where she would take her life, but I was not going to push that girl into that part of her life and to give her to want to life herself. I think it's disgusting that girl.
You know what? If you don't like that we call her Ty Roach, Goblin, cunt, whatever, you know what? You could have said that in the chat. I might have laughed and said, "Well, you know what? You're not up here calling it. You can mute me when I say it." As an opinion. What did you
It's
think I
you,
was going to
Stina.
start calling you that? No.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go and try the warm, salty water.
Okay. Okay. Well, Shannon, thank you for sharing that little tidbit. Yeah. You know what? I will admit that, I've had thoughts of her when I'm in the smallest room in my house too. And then I usually, put those thoughts behind me. Bliss is back.
Women sit here, one going to law school or something, sits here and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes people over the brink. And I just don't think that it's good for us women and others to be sitting here congregating to tear someone apart and see how far we can push them. And I wasn't a big part of that because as crazy and toxic as my family was, my family didn't bully people, never have. My mom may have, flipped off a police officer, cussed them out. She's never ever participated in any type of bullying, and as many conspiracy theories as you guys want to put together. My mom has never been a part of this YouTube drama or bullying. She's never been a stock account. My husband's never been a part of that. Trust me, I would just tell you what how it is, but isn't fucking he's too busy. My children have not been a part of this drama, though it hurts me to see that they've heard things that I filmed and they have stumbled upon some of your guys' videos because it's just naturally an algorithm. Though I'm sure some of my didn't have searched, but it's naturally an algorithm. When people like me and watch me, they tend to watch somebody like Tira or, you know, the other people, even Popcorn or whatever. So my kids have stumbled across some of the horrible things that you guys have said about them and about our family. And that's the reason why I chose to step back.
You know what, Shelley? Because you do allude to me in this video, and again, without saying my name, your children shouldn't be watching us, for one thing. And your children have never heard me say anything about you until tonight. And they should not be watching my video.
Because of the fact that I think that it's toxic. I miss my subscribers. But after I've stepped away from that crippled women who were constantly tearing Tira apart, I tried to make cooking videos and shopping hauls. Am I trying to film people's face that I get food and food? No, I just thought that's content that has nothing to do with A&B, Chicago, Tira, Blitzkrieg. It has nothing to do with Popcorn. It has nothing to do with Shannon Moore. It has nothing to do with any of these people. Showing what I get at the grocery store or something. Everyone buys food. You know, not everyone gets food, but you know what I mean? We all put shit in our refrigerator. All of us put food away. And I thought if I just show that, it's just easy content. If I'm trolling out this yard sale stuff, it would be easy content. And I still, people still watching me, picked it apart, twisted it, made it into content for themselves, tore it apart, made fun of me. My kids kept getting brought. It's too much. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It just wasn't worth it.
Who turned your grocery shopping and everything else into content? Who turned it into content, Shelley? I didn't. Amanda didn't. Stina didn't. Shannon didn't. Nobody turned that shit into content. Was a post made here and there about it? Making comments? Because we are allowed to comment on things. Comments were made here and there. A couple, but it was not turned into content.
But I thought my kids are getting older. They deserve to have privacy. We're moving, you know, at this time I thought, wow, on the beginning of July, I found out I had to move. So I was like, okay, new home, new me, new life. So I decided that I was gonna step away from YouTube and I privated my channel because I thought I would keep those videos. And then I just realized I don't want an option to ever come back because you know me, wishy-washy Shelley. I may want to come back with you, but I don't want to have that ability to come back to that channel. And so a couple days ago, I was right next to Mike. He watched me delete the channel. He was on his way home from work and I deleted the channel, permanently deleted it. I did save a few videos of my children, my daughter's wishy hauls, us doing our baking vlog, me and my daughter, and a couple of videos that for whatever reason Mike thinks maybe one day I'll get to. He wanted me to save them. So I have like hours worth of videos on my dang phone to get it offload. But yeah, I privated my Instagram, I privated my TikTok, I booted everyone. Here comes the last thing that I will say is I wanted to make a clean break for YouTube. That meant not announcing it until I fully deleted my channel. And it also meant getting rid of everybody. It's not that I don't trust people like Michelle. Like I had to boot people because I just thought, you know, I have to walk away from YouTube for my own sanity, my own mental health, my own well-being. People say we have the opportunity if it's hurting our mental health to walk away, and that's what I'm doing. And I guarantee you to the end of time, any stalking out that pops up, someone's gonna think of me, people are still gonna talk about me. There's nothing I can do to change that. But what I can do is not look at it, watch it, or participate in it. And so between just tired of people making content about me, which again, you have to have a channel on your YouTube, that's not happen, which is why I'm leaving because I don't like it anymore. Constantly making drama out of nothing when I'm just trying to show my grocery hauls, as well as realizing that I have a few years left with my kids and I don't want to spend it vlogging day after day after day in my home. I don't want to show my new home, the layout, where we live, how far to our old house it is. I didn't want to tell people when we were moving. I just wanted to be able to kind of semi-live off the grid. My address in the post office isn't even our new home, and it never will be. I want to live my remaining life that I have, you know, not old, but you know, like not in the public eye.
You realize by saying what you just said, Shelley, you just challenged the more toxic side of the community to find that information. I don't think it's anybody that's here in our chat, but you just threw out a challenge for people to find that information, and you know somebody will. And again, I repeat, it's nobody that's here active in our community right here, but you just challenged people to find that information. Bingo. Yeah, I think that would be in real poor taste to do that because of the toxicity that she has attracted to her.
And I have an opportunity, it's my right to live so publicly online and just cut it off in a second. Like I'm allowed to do that. So I chose to live my life off the internet, and I still film birthday parties and cooking stuff and, you know, things like that on my private social media. And so that my friends in my life get to see it. I had someone suggest to me that if you still want to do your Shelley Shitty cooking tutorials, you don't have to make them public. You just make them for your personal friends and family. I forgot I can go live on Facebook. I'm like, I can still do our talks. We can still wrap our kids' Christmas gifts. It just won't be for the public, and I won't be getting paid for it. Which brings me to I have and will never disclose other career opportunities that I have received that I don't need the income. I can help Mike without having to expose and exploit our family. And then, so yeah, I'm filming this for AV Family Graphics Facebook page, or not Facebook page, YouTube channel, and making a decision that I was closing down AV Family Graphics currently, I would say is closed. I think the domain, if anyone wants to buy it, and the domain goes up for sale in August, I believe. And no, it is August. I think that this month, sometime this month, I don't know, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna get the PO box for now because I think our mail is going to go to that. It's been going to my mom, so I think it's probably going to the PO box. I'm not sure yet. I haven't figured that out. But yeah, I am doing great. Our family is happy. They're healthy. We're in a new home, a very big home. It's just Mike, I, and the 4 kids, Brady, and Meeks. My mom's at her apartment still. She did not move with us. And we're just living our best lives. And I'm living it off of the internet. Like I said, there's many different reasons that I got off of YouTube. Most important reason is for my kids to have privacy in their remaining years as teens. I think it's more important now as they get older and they get their own jobs and get a license and they go out in the real world that people can't find all of my cringy videos, that I don't need to exploit what they look like, sound like, I just felt like their home is their safe place. And when you film everything in your home, nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred, even though I wasn't showing their faces. But I want them to have the most private life possible over the next few years. And then when they become adults, if they choose to have more of a public life online, that's their business. But as a mom, my job is to protect them, keep them safe. And I don't want them.
Gee, it took you this long to figure that out. Fuck all.
And out online for other people to make fun of them. I've had people come and judge their weight, and I've never brought up their weight. I've had people speculate that I abuse them, that I don't feed them correctly, that I've never taken them to a doctor. These things are harmful, and it hurts them because they wonder why people think that Mike and I have never taken them to a dentist or a doctor, and they know that's not true. And so it's hard. It's hard for your own kids to see people making fun of you because then they want to take on that.
Yeah, what the fuck? I didn't hear all that. So if somebody said all that, about the doctors and dentists, I don't know where that came from. So I'll wait for Terry to get back if she has a comment on that, or if somebody in the chat says something about that.
Stress, and that's not fair to them. It's not fair for people, like it's not fair for my kids to see me get made fun of and be called shell-lush or piggy shells, and them sit there and cry like, Mom,
that was the goblin that called you piggy shells. That wasn't us.
just don't know why people have to do that. You're a good person. We love you. And it's because they're biased because I'm their mother. But it's hard when people don't see that. They don't see what it does to the family inside the home. They don't see what my family goes through. And I'm the parents that ultimately have to make that choice to leave YouTube, which is what I did. And it's bittersweet, but it's a happy thing so that my family can have privacy, so that I can spend more time with them and I can find healthy hobbies. I'm writing my book. I'm learning to crochet more and more. I'm trying to lose weight. In this new home, I told my guys I want to be out up front and center. I don't want to be a recluse in the house. I want to go door to door and show people that I can look them in the eye. I want to be very present in this home because in our old neighborhood, Mike was the one that all the neighbors knew. They were like, oh yeah, the mom doesn't come out. Like, I don't want to be the mom doesn't come out. Oh, here's the mom. She's out with the kids all the time. She's walking around the neighborhood with her daughter. Like, that's the type of mom I want.
My face is really scrunched up right now listening to her say that. She's gone on her channel and said that she can't even walk across a parking lot without having to stop. I gotta wait until my face uncrunches.
Be in our new home. And I want to be very, very much present at doctor's appointments and dentist appointments and everything. I don't want to be scared. I will not be scared anymore to go outside and to be around people. And this fear and my weight, I need to push through tough hits, pull up your big broke A's, and get out and get active. Take those kids to some fun things, get them off the game systems, get them out of the house. And that's my goal. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter of my life. I don't have any ill will towards anyone that I fought with. Shannon, Bliss, Popcorn, Tira, Mr. Magnutter. I don't have any ill will for anybody. I don't have hate in my heart for anybody. We all, I think, have our flaws, and I don't think any of us is perfect. And I think we both, on both sides, had issues with one another, and we were both at fault for things. I just think that I don't want to be a part of this argument with this crew and this group of YouTubers, the side of YouTube, that's been going on far too long since before I became a YouTuber. And if that's what people want to do, that's their business, but I don't want to do it. So I'm leaving YouTube so that my family can have a private life, so that I don't have to see anybody making fun of me anymore, because I go against me trying to better mental health. So people can't make content. I mean, they can make my old content, but nothing new.
Hasta la vista, baby. Vaya con dia.
And because I want to spend more time with my family, and because I'm working now and writing a book and doing all the things that I want to do, I'm interjecting this. I actually forgot because I got so used to talking on my actual YouTube channel that I realized I'm posting this on AV Graphics. If you are a customer of mine, sorry, if you're a customer of mine, I'm closing my shop down. I do reference a little bit in this video, but basically I am allergic to epoxy. It's kind of a pain to use, though I love using it. It just doesn't love me. I am busy with life and raising kids and cleaning, cooking, homeschooling. I opened up that company in 2018. I used some of my inheritance from when my father passed away to invest in this business to make tumblers. And we had a couple of viral moments. My husband and I have a Tumblr called Slaying Tumblr that went viral, and so many Tumblr makers took inspiration from it, and it paid a good amount of money. I think it was like $25,000 1 month. It was like, basically it started, I had a bet with my husband that I said, why don't you stay home, take some vacation time? He's like, we can't afford it. And I said, well, if you take some vacation time, you can only make Tumblers. He was like, I'll tell you what, if you can make more in 1 month than me, I will take a vacation. My husband was making nowhere near 20,000, nowhere near 10,000. So the funny thing was I surpassed him. I made several months of his income in 30 days. We did give.
Really? Does anybody believe that?
Sorry, I'm back now.
Does anybody believe, welcome back, that she made more than her husband in 1 month? It'd be great if she did, but
Yeah, she did have the one viral cup.
slaying or slaying.
Yeah.
That still had to buy it now, pay it later to do a birthday party.
Right. And like she threw it in everybody's face um, when they moved, like when she bought the pool and the trampoline. And, like everybody helped her. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, but so many people donated and got her into a new place, only to have it thrown back in our faces that she was, that they were still um, financing stuff. Like she never learned
And
from
when she,
everything,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
like just from everything that she had been, that had been recommended to her. Like she never learned anything out of it.
Right. And when she did that, she got an email from me. I was a bit pissed, as one of her top donors. I was pissed. And she did acknowledge that in one of her videos where she mentioned that, that Rebrand got pissed at me, and she figured that was why. And that's where it was acknowledged that I was one of her donors, but not one of the top donors. But yeah, that pissed me off because that was like a slap in the face. Because yeah, you didn't learn anything, and you weren't teaching your kids anything about how to manage anything by doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know, like she's saying that her kids um, were made fun of. No, they weren't. Like it was suggested that she choose better options food wise or, her family, not just her kids, but her entire family. You know what I mean? Like,
That was with the comments on yeah, I think that was on Amanda's page, community post, with some of the meals that she's put up. The comments were exactly that with the meals. Yeah.
yeah,
Horrible food choices. It wasn't on how the food was prepared, or nobody was calling it slop. I don't think nobody was making fun of that. It was, you've got two extremely overweight parents, and that's the type of a meal you prepare, and then came back with the excuses that, well, they always have friends over and yada 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 yada. And it's like, so you're feeding the neighborhood, but you're getting food from the food pantry to supplement because of your income, and none of that works for people.
yeah,
you know and I would never begrudge somebody getting food from a pantry when they need help with groceries, but you don't get food from a pantry because you need it to help feed the neighborhood. That's abuse of a resource.
yeah.
And
And
still, I
Bliss,
said anything about it online.
yeah, 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 she did turn on you, Bliss. Like you were um, more than fair with her, in my opinion. It was weird. And when I watched the video that she put out, to let everyone know that we were in folders and stuff like that. I just said I'm walking away at that point because, I didn't really have, I didn't, not that I didn't really have, I just didn't have a friendship with Shelley. And clearly I didn't have a friendship with, a lot of people.
I don't remember hearing that, Bliss. That's fucked up.
Yeah, did she specifically say you though, Bliss? I vaguely remember something about that. Yeah, she just.
That right there, Stina. Yeah. And I'm not beyond having, multiple TVs and, different systems and stuff like that. But what are you teaching your kids when you have all that, but you have to use public resources to get food? Can you imagine what the electric bill is with the different TV for every person in the house and a different gaming system for every person in the house? I
Yeah,
mean, it's stuff like that. And then, bragging about and showing off that you're using public resources. You're not teaching your children how to be responsible. And
and
that's
that's sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm not, no, I'm just starting to get heated. I need to pull off. So go ahead.
Um, so I was the one that originally brought up the food pantry stuff because
Yes.
I thought that the food pantry it wasn't somewhere where you went if you could afford food. Um, and to me, when you're financing stuff, you'd be able to afford food if you had learned anything and you weren't financing everything. So that's where the whole food pantry, and I mean, she kept it going for like ever about the food pantry.
Right. And
I-
you mentioned it to me, and I said, and I gave more than enough grace and justification, and then started putting everything together. And it was I was seething a little bit. I was seething a little bit more than a little bit, but you know yeah. And then you just get to an edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely did hone in on that.
But like, I mean, and I'm still gonna hone in on it because when we're watching, like these uh, food pantry hauls, or grocery hauls, um, like why are they getting more at the food pantry than what they can afford out of pocket? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're
Well,
getting,
each and I told you each food pantry has different things, and some are more than others. They obviously have a great food pantry in their area. Or and you know I can't speak for the food pantry that's in their area, but their food pantry is very generous. But if they're able to afford, are you clicking now?
yeah, exactly what Stina's saying. Others in need shouldn't go without because she can't control their spending.
I agree. And then and she's showing it off. And it was really starting to get under my skin, and she's showing this food, and then her excuse was for these massive meals that they're cooking is, oh, it's because friends are they're invite, their friends are here, and yet, well, you know what? Food pantries, it's not supposed to supplement the neighborhood.
Right.
You know, that's her excuse. Now, is that really what they're doing, or are they just supplementing her and Mike's massive appetite? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be insensitive to them, but come on.
Yeah. I thought it was random. Yeah. Hi, Betty. Glad
Hi,
you made
Betty.
it.
Let me start up
Oh,
again. We're almost done. I think we're down to like a minute or two.
For long to get more
okay.
orders for that cup in my mother's apartment, a very tiny apartment. I was making $400. But regardless, I'm allergic to epoxy, so that became annoying. And my daughter is very artsy and crafty now, and I am basically passing the crafty torch to her. She loves painting and glitter and all of that. And I just think that financially, the upkeep of my website and the PO box and advertising and the fact that my arms get really bad rashes on them, it just isn't worth making the tumblers anymore. And as far as a profit, I really wasn't turning a profit. So this video is to say that I am also going to walk away from the color business, but I'm not throwing away my tumbler supplies. And maybe one day you will see me making tumblers again. I think I'm going to make it for friends and family, but I have fun making everyone's tumbler. Just now there's a new life, a new phase of my life of just walking away from my personal YouTube channel, but also my tumbler business that I have had since 2018. And yeah, I'm excited for this next chapter of my life. And yeah, I'm going to make content on my private channel. Who knows? Maybe when I can grow up and move out and I'm all gray, I'll be sitting there on a live stream on YouTube one day with Brady and Mike and my cheeseburger slippers. But for now, I am leaving the internet publicly. Yeah, so this is my goodbye video. I don't know, maybe it really wasn't appropriate, but this is my goodbye video. If you made this far, you're amazing. I adore your face. And I will see you in the next video. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out, guys. Bye. Love y'all. If you guys are anything.
Oh, that was cute. See you tomorrow, Shelly.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a woman go down on you?
Oh. No, I don't think
Whoopsie.
she's gone. I think she'll be back, but right, Stina? It was like bizarre. So bizarre.
So I fully
Um,
expect there'll be a rebuttal video tomorrow.
What was that?
Said I fully expect there to be a rebuttal video tomorrow.
By who, though? She's not on here, remember?
Okay.
Right? That's a good one. Steve. Yep. Yep. Yeah, exactly. A New Year's. Yeah. I don't know. She's a special breed, that one. Although we've met a lot of special breeds on here.
Shelley, you know, there is nothing worse than someone who wants to go away and has to make a video or post to say they're going away. You just go the fuck away.
Yeah.
Historically, everybody that announces they're going away never leaves.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, her mom and her husband are enablers, in my opinion.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. But whatever. So yeah, that is what Myers. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what, Shelley? I never would have been saying anything about you if you wouldn't have made that. Oh, sorry. Rosie came up and tapped me with her paws. I got to trim her nails. If you wouldn't have made that video, no, I take that back. I'm lying. I'm lying, ain't I, Terry?
Sorry, what?
I was just saying I never would have had anything to say about Shelly if she wouldn't make that video, but I'm lying. Because I was
Correct.
planning on doing it. I was planning on doing somewhat of a Shelly inspired video.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell them what I was going to do.
Oh,
And
me
what
too, Shannon.
and I'm still working on it. You can tell them what I'm working on. And I'm still going to do it. And it is Shelly inspired.
Oh, the fridge restocking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How you feeling tonight, Betty?
It was though, Stina. I mean that. I don't know. Like to fill a one-bedroom apartment and have her mom sleeping in a closet.
She told me in our conversations back when, I'd given her that donation that that it's a pretty big walk-in style closet. And I did not judge her on that. I did not judge her on that at all because I know when I was little and grew up in my grandmother's house, it was my grandparents, my great grandfather, 6 kids, and me in a small 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. And it sounds like that house was not much bigger than her apartment that they were all living in. So, was it an ideal living condition? No, but they made it work.
Right.
So didn't judge on that. It is, people do all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah. Yeah, she did, Stina. Because she blew everything that she got from the father. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Shannon. I don't know. I grew up, um, I guess, very blessed because um, I want to say that by the time I was a teenager, like my parents owned their house. Yeah, so her mom's bedroom, it was only a one bedroom apartment, and apparently the closet was fairly large. And that's where the mom set up her bed because Shelley's boys were the in the actual bedroom. But that she came out with that during the Homeless for Christmas video because at the time none of us even knew that Shelley was
Hey, Jello.
hi Jello. Um Jello, come to Rebrand's channel. That's where all the chat is. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
About where everybody was in the house. The Christmas video, Homeless for Christmas.
Right, none of us knew until that video that it was actually the mom's apartment. We all thought it was what she told group chat was it was her, Mike, and their 4 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment. And she was worried about that being small and it being an issue. But here it was her mom's apartment that they moved into because they had to leave her dad's. Yeah, exactly. Like, learned nothing. Yeah, like a 1-bedroom apartment. It was the 4 kids, her and her husband, her dog, and her mom had a cat. Plus, her mom was living there.
And
Yeah, see?
temporary turned into quite a while though.
Exactly, Stina. Thank you. You just verified exactly what I just said. Yeah, I mean, to each their own, I guess. It's weird. That's right. Yeah, they don't have a dinner table.
That's even now, Betty?
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, Stina.
Wait a minute, Betty, that's even now? They still don't eat together?
Yeah, they don't eat together. They don't own a dining room table or a kitchen table, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wow. Why not just eat around the trampoline? That was so important to have.
Yeah, yeah. And she never left the house. Yes, yes. She did say that, Shannon. I remember that. Exactly. She's never grown up. But why would you when you have enablers the way she does? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the bird. Like, I don't know.
Fuck's sake.
What?
I'm just listening. See, there's because I didn't pay as much attention to her. You guys still know a lot more than I do because I wasn't as invested in her. You know, I watched some stuff, listened to some stuff, but I didn't listen to everything. So, you know, you guys know a lot more about her than I do. Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about
but
that.
yeah. And I think, like, I mean, teenagers, they do eat more and, um, you know, and there was Shelly and her husband eating as well. Yeah, that's funny, Shannon. Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like that, Dina. Yes, exactly. Five
You know,
kids.
after using buy it now, pay it later for that pool and the trampoline, I sure hope they have room for it at their new place. That sure would suck if they don't.
I thought the pool was garbage now.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch her stuff. And it's not like I can go back and find out. Why would
Someone, someone correct me if I'm wrong. But did anybody see a video or a community post about the pool being wrecked?
and if so, how did it get wrecked?
Yes, exactly. That's what I heard. They're gonna get a new one.
How about the community pool? Every community has a pool. And since I do recall her saying that she was going to be doing Ozempic or something. She
Yeah.
needs to lose weight. That little pool is not going to be helpful. She needs to put some money for a community YMCA membership where she can use a larger pool. And they always have different types of programs. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this to be helpful. They always have different types of programs for exercise programs, different times of the day.
Okay, good. Like I'm glad that I'm not hallucinating, and everybody, like, oh, several people did see that she was getting rid of the pool because it was wrecked. Okay, so a tiny hole into it.
Okay.
Yeah, exercise in the water would be perfect for her because it's less straining on, it would
The
be
bot.
less straining on her body. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Getting a huge one for their house. Great. Probably using buy it now, pay it
Financed.
again.
Yeah, exactly. Financed again.
Yeah. Water exercise is fantastic when you have a lot of aches and pains and weight issues. Water exercise is you burn the most calories with that too.
Don't you have what's that medical stuff that the goblin gets where the medication's free, right?
Medicaid.
Medicaid.
I would
Because
think with Mike's job, he should. I would think he has decent insurance. Well, if they're low income,
okay,
they'd be eligible for state insurance too.
gotcha. The poor place. Oh yeah, I remember that, Stina.
I remember there being some issue with curtains and curtain rods, but I don't remember specifics on it.
Yeah, Stina thought that the curtains came with the curtain rods, but they didn't. But even still, like, I mean, you can finance some curtain rods. There
I
was no
remember
reason.
telling her I said just get some sheets and make your own damn curtains.
Yeah.
I could have told her how to sew some quick pocket curtains.
Oh, they
You
have
you don't
stitches.
need to be asking people to buy you curtains when you could make some quick, easy curtains out of sheets. I moved to enough houses in the military to know how to make some quick curtains.
He makes 10,000 a month.
Jesus.
How? And that's gonna bring me right back to the food pantry thing. The Because if he's making $10,000 a month, why are you there every week? And I know some people don't like that I have an issue with the food pantry, but in my mind, you shouldn't need a food pantry, especially if you're making that kind of money. What about someone else? If they truly can't afford it and it has nothing to do with budgeting, like why? Every week. And and when they do buy groceries, it's the same shit every 2 weeks. Like they live on breadsticks and pizza and like junk.
I
Yeah.
did talk to her about that too in an email about some different cooking stuff, but junk food addicts.
Yeah. Hopefully she won't show her kids private spaces anymore. Yeah. Yeah, she has bragged about him making 6 figures and that they didn't qualify for food stamps. And again, why are you going to the food pantry? Crazy. I'm trying to think back, Bushwatcher, but like some of his paychecks were like pretty close to the 4 grand mark from what she had posted. So like yeah, they probably don't. He doesn't make $10,000 a month, but they make damn good money. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a consistent amount, or is that just when he gets a lot of overtime?
Well,
I
I'm
consider him to be a
probably,
heart attack. At his
huh?
weight, and at his weight, working all that overtime, and he's a smoker. He's a walking heart attack.
Yeah,
She posted
yeah.
his checks. Oh, that's fucking crazy. What was that? Some kind of a flex?
Yeah, like yeah. It falls under the like oversharing. Like you're being talked about because you've put all this information about your family online. Um, like shut up about it. I don't know. I don't understand people that um, come on here and they use their whole life as content. I mean, it just wouldn't be me. Yeah, he did.
I'm kind of glad I never saw the veins in his legs. But yeah, walking heart attack.
Mhm. I mean, they both need to be careful but affording the house at the expense of others because they they're going to the food pantry in order to oh sorry, I'll stop with the food pantry stuff because I know that gets on people's nerves.
No, it's that's the way you feel about it, and I understand that. So, you know,
Yeah.
and like I said, I would never begrudge somebody that needs it, but the way she posts and talks about it so she could feed the neighborhood, that changes the way I feel about her getting from the food pantry, because the pantry's not there for her to feed the neighborhood. You know, once in a while, if the kids' friends show up and they have a meal, that's one thing. But when it's all the time, when you're always preparing to feed your kids' friends, that's a different ball game. That's a horse of a different color to me.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me, Betty. If you make 10,000 a month, you should
He's
be.
pretty sorry,
Sorry,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if you make 10,000 a month consistently, um, yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. So I doubt that he makes that consistently.
Yeah. Yeah. He is unmonitored, yeah.
Oh,
And
that's wonderful. Walking heart attack.
but that's stuff that she's posted. That's why we know all of this stuff, you know? A lot
Crazy.
of people don't like it, don't have an issue with anyone who needs it. She shouldn't need it. She shouldn't need it.
That is a fantastic comment, Jello.
Yes, exactly. Hmm.
Wow. Look at these fantastic comments coming in.
Yeah, I know you get me. I appreciate that, Shannon. Oh, see, I've never looked at his legs.
I haven't either, and I don't think I ever will. Why don't we crowdfund him some compression socks? That's a joke. Don't hate on me.
A bird bath. Oh, taking money off of showing. Yes, like it's so weird. Okay, I misunderstood that. I thought, Bushwatcher, I thought you were referring to her financed pool as being a bird bath because given the size of their family, it would be. Yeah, I agree. Betty, who knows? They finance everything. They finance fucking pizza. Like, hello?
Oh, that killed me when they did that. So many bad choices. You know, not besides the fact of financing it is a bad choice, but the bad choice of what are you teaching the kids? You know,
Mhm.
when kids grow up thinking they can get everything without having to work for it, or you're not teaching the kids anything.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, they put the trampoline over top of a cement birdhouse.
Oh yeah, can you imagine hitting your head on that?
But they put it up and then had to remove the birdhouse. Like, what?
But it was cemented in place.
But you still don't put a fucking trampoline over a cement bird bath. Like,
Exactly.
hello? They got it down. There's something in cash twice without another area. Did you get yes. Yes, exactly.
Trampolines are so dangerous. They're only good for catching on video during storms when they fly across somebody's roof.
Oh, ours never flew away. My kids had got a lot of use out of their trampoline.
Ugh, I love watching the YouTube videos of them flying over people's roofs during storms. My
Yes, I
my
believe.
kids' friends had a trampoline, and they used to jump off the roof onto the trampoline. Yeah, I did.
Okay, Bushwatcher, I misunderstood what you were saying. Yeah, they didn't finance a bird bath. Yes, Tina, I think someone did get hurt, if I remember correctly. Yeah,
So many accidents with trampolines.
yeah.
Did you have the panels, the protective panels around your trampoline?
The netting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did they?
Yes, I believe it. They did, yeah.
Okay.
But still, it was over a freaking cement bird bath. Oh, yes, that's right, Shannon. They did. Ours, I mean, and we live in a wind tunnel. Ours never flew away. Oh, really? Well, for kids, it's good. Like my kids got a lot of use out of theirs. Use each other and would bounce.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you.
Wow. Hmm. Good night, Betty. I hope you're feeling better tomorrow.
Good night, Betty. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
Yeah, trampolines are dangerous, but hey, I drank out of a hose when I was younger too. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Do they even sell um trampolines anymore without the netting? I don't think so.
Those are probably the ones you get off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, they have ones you can put right into the ground now? Hmm.
Oh yeah, so the trampolines are actually at ground level.
I mean, my girls haven't used theirs in a few years, but they're teenagers, right?
I remember the
Yeah.
big ones we used to have in the school gym at certain times of the year. Those are the real big ones.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. How do you put a trampoline in the ground?
The ones that go into the ground, you dig a big hole, and they probably have uh I am going to make the assumption you could probably get shorter legs for them because a trampoline doesn't stretch all the way to the ground. So you could probably get shorter legs for them, and then you dig a big deep hole to put it into, and the trampoline is level with the ground.
Wow.
And yeah, and I would imagine that if you don't have good drainage in your ground, you could probably have a fish pond underneath it.
Hmm. I've never heard of that, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
So, yeah, less of a fall when you get tossed off of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I never thought of insurance, but I guess it only makes sense. I've never looked into getting a trampoline. So that's why I never thought of it, but that only makes sense, Summer.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's not like that here, but it is for a pool. Like you have to there's certain guidelines that you have to abide by.
My cats have enough, Stina. I still have 2 new litter boxes to set up and review.
Oh, you mean
And
the abused cats?
yes, my abused cats. I still have to set up and review the new litter boxes, and I'm sure those will entertain them plenty. I was thinking about making one of those big cat wheels for them, but I have no idea where I'd put it.
No idea. Okay, I'll be back. Pup needs
Okay.
out.
Yeah, I was thinking about making one of those big cat wheels, but I don't have a wall that I could put that against. And I'm not really sure that any of my cats would like it anyway, but I'd have fun making it. You know what? None of my cats show an interest for going outside. Well, Brule probably would. She always goes to the front door when I open it. But all the rest, nope. Because most of my cats came from living outside, and they have no desire to go back outside. They're quite happy being abused in my house. Oh, I have a couple strays outside, and I keep uh, a Vera kennel out there with straw in it. But they have other places they hang out. I think there's one that likes my wood pile. It's right outside my back door here because I always see it, coming on the cameras to the wood pile. But the Very kennel out front, my one cat that once she finally trusted me, she used to sleep in that kennel, but she's now in the house. But I also have a heated water bowl out there, and for the regular cats that come by, I'll put a little bit of food out there early in the evening, and then I pulled it up because I'm not feeding the opossum and the raccoon or the skunks anymore. Yeah, most of mine, well, not most of mine, but several of mine were strays. Well, I guess, yeah, most of mine, all of mine were strays at one point. But they're quite content being in the house now. Thanks for being here, Shannon. You have a good night. We are planning on going live tomorrow. We have a going to hell video, sending somebody to hell video to discuss tomorrow. And we'll be doing that primarily on Terry's channel, but we'll be streaming on both. Do you get very cold where you're at, Stina? See, I use the Very Kennel, and then I put a box inside of it, and then styrofoam between the sides of the Very Kennel and the box for extra insulation, and then the straw, because I do get sub-zero weather in the wintertime. Oh, okay. Well, I do get some extremes, but only when it's wintertime, it's wintertime. And in the summertime, you know, the cats, they go all over the place. But I have several feral cats that I catch them on my cameras every night. But I definitely have seasons. Oh, we're supposed to have a bad winter this year. I didn't check out the forecast that just came up, but we're supposed to have a really bad Arctic blast coming through this year. I guess they're talking, I don't know if it's El Nino or La Nina that's coming through, but they're talking an Arctic blast is supposed to come through. So it's going to be bad this year. So, yeah. Really looking forward to that, said no one ever. Thanks for being here, Bushwatcher. I'm going to stop that banner. There we go. I made that banner for Terry. I put it up since we're streaming on both channels. But yeah. Look at that. It's already 11:39. We've been on for almost 2 hours. But see what else. Yeah. Shelley, you would have been better off just going quiet and say, taking a break or nothing at all. Rosie, leave that alone. The Chinese restaurant called, asked about you. They did. He said, they asked when I was bringing you up. Uh-huh. Just kidding. Maybe. So anyway, for tomorrow's stream, we are planning on talking about.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, tomorrow's stream, we're planning on talking about the video that the goblin decided to unlist after we made sure she was aware that I am considered a protected person on YouTube. So just saying. So
Brooke, whereabouts are you? I'm like geographically. I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
not
But
specifically.
no, not specifically, but like how far is your area?
You
Okay,
have
so
four.
you're in Michigan. Oh,
Brooke has 4 seasons.
oh, Michigan. How far is Michigan from California?
A hop, skip, and a jump.
So they're not far apart?
I'd say about an 18-hour drive.
Oh, then they're far apart. Yeah, I know that's Dina.
How far are
But
you from Niagara Falls, Terry?
I'm not that far
I used to live in Niagara Falls.
on the US side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, Brooke. I mean, I'm not gonna say how far I am uh
Well, I didn't mean exactly.
from that area, but
I used to have a red passport.
really.
A red passport.
So Windsor, yeah, drinking age is 19. So Windsor has always been known for their male strip club, Danny's. Did you ever check that out whenever you were younger? Yeah, me too.
No,
Wow,
I've been to the Chippendales Club in LA.
oh, okay.
That was fun.
But the Chippendales, they don't take it all off, right?
No,
Yeah, not
but
the same as a strip club.
they sure don't leave much to the imagination though. I also saw the Chippendales when they went on tour to Hawaii. That was a good night.
Hmm. I'll have to email you, Brooke. I got some thinking to do.
I got married in Vegas. Oof.
Oh, I've been to Vegas more times than I can count. I have an aunt that used to live there.
Laughlin was fun. Reno was fun. Lake Havasu was fun.
So I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share something that was sent to me today. And it's just a little bit more proof um, on who Linda Lou is.
As if we have any doubts.
Exactly.
That was from Bees Live the other day, right?
Yes, it must have been. I haven't watched the live. Hang on a second because it's not pulling up all of it.
It looks like all of it.
No. It's missing the top part. Anyways, I'll have to break it down to 2 screenshots because there's a part where Chris posted in Just Dan's comments
I will be
under
right
Chris.
I'll be right back, but I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, she posted it in Just Dan's comments regarding her just having a new grandson. And then, as we can see here, Linda Lou is celebrating the birth of her second grandson, but it's not Chris, right? Like, why lie about it? I don't get it. Tell the fucking truth for Christ's sakes. Well, you already did. You already admitted to it. Yeah, like, why do they lie? And I would put money on it that Tira knows exactly who Linda Lou is. Well, and according to Linda Lou, or no, it was Chris that actually said she's been talking to Tira. I went on a snowboarding trip into hall.
I saw it somewhere. That she said they talk. I just don't remember where, but I'm positive I saw it.
I'm pretty sure I put the screenshot up. Yeah, it was in Mad Nutter's putting food emojis all over.
What?
What? Yeah, I didn't. On Facebook or on YouTube? Let me go check. I thought she was all right. Steph has a couple of
Go ahead, pull it up.
new community posts.
Probably complaining about my AI music.
No. Let me see. I'll have to pull it up on.
Did Coley have bariatric surgery or something that she's like complaining about people's weight? You know, first she got her teeth fixed, so now she wants to make fun of people's teeth. And then all of a sudden she's making fun of people's weight. Did she, you know, do something that she's all of a sudden slimming down? Getting a little full of herself.
Let me just find it. Yeah, okay. I get it. Remove. There, can you see it?
Yes.
Let me just scroll up a bit. Can you read it out, please? I can't see it well enough.
Okay. The lengths people will go to in order to pretend they're being bullied to support their bullshit narrative is truly something to be studied. Besides the fact that you've admitted to being the Linda Lou account, Chris, then tried to backtrack with Tara. Funny how both of you had your second grandson who weighed the same amount and born the same day. Imagine having to fake who you are to be friends with people you've said you wished were dead and that you'd probably physically assault them. Imagine having to fake being someone not you're not to garner community. But Shelley bad and Linda Lou fine. Now, when Linda Lou comes into your streams and comment sections and you pretend you don't care about sock accounts while talking about another person having deceiving sock accounts, remember, they are the same kind of person. Chris, how do you think Anne would feel about you using phrases like the blacks? She's spoken up against Coley for speaking along similar lines. Why is Tara suddenly okay that you're Chris on a sock account lying and acting like you've been harassed as simply a viewer when she purportedly hates others making them to question her? Oh, she's fine with that, right? You're a fucking shit-starring asshole, Chris. Scroll down to the picture.
Hang
Tara,
on.
who did they think you are, Linda Lou? Tell me, I can't pay attention to them anymore. Why do they care who you are? Fucking weirdos.
You
Someone is
can't.
commenting, we have to speculate who the fake is. When people have to be fake so they don't get talked about, I've reached 2 emails in the last week and they will not be commenting because they were in a video. Like something is so wrong with these people. And then Linda Lou comments, very unhinged behavior. They speculate I'm someone named Chaotic Chris to the point she even, and then it scrolls over to the live chat replay. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't see this one. Oh, you want me to read that one? Coley, I've heard you post several comments here with a bunch of emojis. I cannot see them because I don't have a sock account and you have me blocked like the coward you are. So, what's up with that emoji? From what I've heard, they are a bunch of emojis of food. I suppose you're calling me fat? I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. You're a lunatic like your friend Chris, talking about women's bodies like she did to Shelley last night in B Stream. Who has to call people names because you have nothing else worth saying? You both have to pretend to be people you are, not to be liked. How sad. Anyway, why are you here? Aren't you a stalker? Or aren't I your stalker? Tell me, who made you hate your body so much that you've got to talk about other women's bodies? And you're a mother to a girl. What a shame.
Yeah, so obviously the posts are deleted. I don't see them. Here's another one
Coley
about
Vibes, why don't you unblock me so I can read your oh, I read that one already.
you. You read it on here already?
I read that
No,
one. That's the first one I read.
no. What? Oh. Anyways, hi Brandy. That's okay. You can watch the replay. Why? Like, what is it with everybody fat shaming people? Like,
What is it? What?
what is with everybody fat shaming people? I don't understand it. Like, I didn't know that being on YouTube, there was a prerequisite that you had to be a certain size. Yeah, it is ridiculous, Brooke. Anyways, we'll cover more of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Way to go, Chris. We know you're in here watching.
Yeah. And yeah, she's a fucking loser.
Yeah. Linda Lou, what do you got to say for yourself?
Who cares? Do we really even want to know?
Not really, but we know she's watching.
Yeah. I think she's blocked here on your channel, eh?
I'm pretty sure Chris is. I don't think Linda Lou's popped in here yet to be blocked.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you test it out, Linda? Let us know if you're blocked yet.
She's probably watching under Chris.
She has another sock account though. What was the other one? Is it Susie something? I forget what it is. She's got a couple.
Susie who?
Susie who? That yeah.
Chris or Bliss. Apparently, we all trigger Chris.
She cannot keep it together. I mean, I after everybody else blocked her, I even gave her a chance. And she still could. Yeah, and she still couldn't even hold it together.
I'm anxious to watch the other live stream to see the reactions. What was their reactions when they found out that Linda Lou is actually Chris? You watched it the other night? What was their reactions?
Are you
Hello?
asking me?
Yeah.
What was their reactions? It was like they were talking to a brand new person, but with familiarity. But they were also so engrossed with what they were talking about with Shelley. I don't think I'm not sure if they were really even paying attention. They were just talking, but they were focused on Shelley, and they were just interacting with the chat, but focused on Shelley, does that make sense?
Okay, so yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but then Steph
Wow.
came in. I saw Steph come into the chat, and Steph brought it up, and then everybody's like totally ignored that fact, and of course Tara's acting like, oh no, 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 and we all know that Tara's already been told it's who it is, and
Tara, if
and,
you ask
and
me, my opinion is that Tara knows.
there's
She's
no way she
known.
didn't know. There's no how could we figure out who it is so well? How could you guys figure out who it is? I didn't put much thought into it, but you guys figured out who it was so quick. And with all the interaction that she's had both on and offline with Chris, how never mind. I was going to say, how fucking stupid can you be? But that's why I said never mind.
Yeah, she knows. She knows it's Chris. Like Chris was commenting nonstop in support of her. And yeah, if I'm okay, my conspiracy theory is that Tara actually helped her create another account or suggested it possibly so that people wouldn't know that Tara is back friends with Crazy Chris. That's my
You gotta be pretty
conspiracy.
fucking desperate if you're gonna take that back as a friend. That just tells us how desperate Tara is if she's willing to take that level of crazy back as a friend.
Oh, and I mean, it just goes to show that Chris stands on nothing because look what Tara said about her mother, right? When her mom was dying.
Yeah, but
And
I think we debunked that whole situation though. Or were you not in here that night?
I don't remember. What did you debunk?
Um, that was one of the streams with Glitter in here on how that whole thing came out.
Oh, right, that Tara was scared.
No, that the way that whole thing happened, that it wasn't entirely. We actually gave some grace to with the way that whole thing happened. We actually gave some grace to Tara on that. It was just, the way that was said. It was. I'm trying to think of how I said it that night. The way that I'm trying to think exactly how it was said. I think the final determination was that it was with what Tara said that triggered Chris so bad. Tara said something not realizing the severity of the situation, and it wasn't meant the way it was taken. It was I can't remember how I said it, and I can't remember the exact terminology of what was going on, but Tara said something not realizing there was a true trauma going on to someone who was in a traumatic state of mind, something like that. So I think Tara actually.
So if I remember back, she knew that, I mean, Chris called her out to meet at the hospital where her mother was. Chris had said that her mother was at that specific hospital and to meet her there.
Yeah, but the whole thing that led up to it was the whole thing that led up to that whole thing happening was it was convoluted the way the whole thing happened. And Tara said something that was taken completely out of context because somebody was experiencing a trauma and was in a very fragile state of mind, and Tara didn't make that connection. And yeah, I would have to go back and find that, and I wouldn't even know where to look to find that exact moment right now. But I don't think that situation was entirely Tara's fault, and it got blown way out because Chris's state of mind at the time. And you know how much I hate to give Tara credit for anything. So I mean, that says something right there.
Tara she really needs to get her memory checked. And I'm not joking about that. I'm being serious.
Tara needs to lay off the weed and take her mental health a little more seriously.
We were saying Tara looks like. Oh, okay.
Yeah, something along that line. Not realizing that her mother was really in a crisis, and not realizing the state of mind that Chris was in at that point in time. Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing the video or the short of Tara saying that. So I really don't know.
Yeah, I guess that might be a good way of saying it. Tara didn't realize the full extent of the crisis, and Chris was on the edge because of the crisis, and it just blew up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Chris has like come at people really crazy. Like even when she came at Tara, it was like out of nowhere.
well, Chris
Same
is
with
completely
me.
unregulated. Both of them are unregulated.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. But anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Okay. Well, I did want to talk about one more thing.
Okay.
It was mentioned last night, and we'll just say just a couple minutes about it because we do still have 25 people in here watching. and this is probably the one of the last times we'll mention it. Roadhog got mentioned last night, and Roadhog hasn't done any videos about what's going on since what, August 10th, I think that was the last time. And we know that he had we all know what's going on with him and Michelle. He had a protective order put on him on July 21st. Well, as you can see right here, that order was dismissed on August 13th. Hey, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
I'll talk about that in a minute. He also had another protective order put on him on August 3rd in a different county. And he was served with that order on August 10th. That is the last video he put up was where he was driving around. That was the last video. That was actually August 9th. And I think that allowed him to be found so he could be served with this August 10th video in Marin County, which is right next to Johnson County.
And Johnson County is where they live?
Johnson County is where they live, in the Greenwood area.
Okay.
And then he completely went silent. So whoever served him to shut him up is my theory. But before the stream tonight, I decided to double check, and that's when I saw that the original order, they were supposed to go to court on September 1st, and they were going to go over the guardianship for his daughter, because his daughter was basically kidnapped from him, and he wasn't even allowed to see his daughter, which was totally fucked up. No matter how you look at it, no matter what you think of him, that's his daughter, and that was wrong. I don't know well, I think I know, but I think you agree with that assessment, Terry.
Yeah, like I don't like the fact that the kids are being used as pawns every time there's a situation between them two.
Right. You know, the kids are definitely used. That's wrong. And his daughter, with that order, his daughter was prevented from seeing him, and Michelle went and filed for guardianship of his daughter, and with the order was keeping his daughter from him. And in all the videos that he put out, he was really struggling with that. And again, I'm not regardless of what you think of either one of them, that's not what I'm talking about here. That's still his daughter, and he wasn't arrested for anything. There was no charges anywhere. Hi, Nina. But Michelle basically kidnapped his daughter and was keeping him from his daughter, and that's not right. And so anyway, yeah, see, and you can see here, this the original protective order was taken in Johnson County. So before the stream tonight, I went and double checked, and as of the 13th, the original protective order was dismissed. The request for guardianship has been completely dismissed. That's all done. Michelle had also put in a request for emergency financial support, which she could have only have done that to get emergency child support for his daughter. That's the only way she can continue getting money from Jeremy. She
How do
told
you know that all of that, like, this doesn't tell us, it just
court
tells
record.
us, okay, so you looked up a court record where like, I don't understand. Why is it just telling us it's dismissed and like, it, aren't you guys able to get things where um, you can see who placed the protection order and I
The
don't know.
the finer details for protective orders are not available online. Now, he did show the paperwork for this protective order. He did show it on his streams. I'm not going to go and get that because I don't think that needs to be shown anywhere else but on his stream. But
Yeah, I don't.
as for the court stuff, for the guardianship, the court docket is available online. Not for protective orders though. The court docket doesn't show for that. But the court docket for the guardianship, as for what gets filed, that's available online. So whenever anything's filed, that's available online. And it did show that on the 13th, the pro se filant, which was Michelle, she filed to stop all of that. And she filed, so all of everything that she was trying to do to get guardianship of his daughter has been stopped. So it looks like Roadhog has gotten his daughter back, which is a good thing. Does that mean that they're back together? That would be the first thought because that's what they did last time.
Right, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, they could be back together, but rebrand checked, and the you said the divorce thing is
Still
still.
scheduled for I think it's let me look. I think I still have that page up. Their final dissolution hearing is still scheduled for October 7th. That is not listed as canceled as of right now. I'll continue to check on that, but as of right now, the dissolution has not been canceled. But all the other hearings for Michelle to get custody of Athena, I'm sorry, of his daughter. Oh, I'm really sorry I said that. I'm very sorry I said that. All of that, everything involving the initial protective order and guardianship and child support for said guardianship, that has all been canceled. But the divorce hearing is still on the docket for October. And I checked that in multiple ways, multiple orders. But the second protective order out of Marion County, as of this evening, is still being enforced. And since he hasn't been online and hasn't talked about it, there is no way of knowing for sure who put that order on him. I have a theory. I think because of the time that it was done on August 3rd. I would have to double check, but I believe that's the same day that Michelle put out a video showing the somebody at their door trying to serve papers, and she put up a video.
That video's gone now, though.
So she thinks, but she put up a video. What did he do this time? And then Jeremy did all those videos talking about kidnapping his daughter, and he's talking to all these lawyers. And then he did, like I said, he did that last video on the 9th, where it was showing where he was driving around, and then on the 10th is when he got served. And he hasn't said a word since. And I think she may have, went and stayed in a hotel in a night in the other county. I got put out of my house because everything he's saying online, yada, 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 and went to another county and got a separate restraining order or protective order because she couldn't get another one in her town. And used the excuse, we're going through divorce. I had to go and stay in a hotel because we got put out of our house, and was able to get a protective order somewhere else, and used the excuse, of everything he's saying online, because we know how they know how to do protective orders. They've used them before, and was able to get another protective order to shut him up. And this one is still in effect, and this one will keep him out of the house for now. So he's got his daughter back, but he's out of the house. I'm speculating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I mean, it's still very possible that they are back together, and the upcoming dissolution of the divorce might fall off like that.
Yeah, Marion County just may not have caught up and got this off the books yet. The dissolution hearing, it just may not have caught up yet, and somebody's going to come after me hard because I said this tonight. So, who knows? But I'm speculating. We know what they're like. They've done it before. I'm speculating, but the bottom line is, I'm glad that he got his child back. That's no matter what, the bottom line is, I'm glad that it looks like he has his child back. That's the only thing that I really care about. I just know that some other people would be interested to have known what's going on, because there was some interest and concern, because she took his child from him, and they've been separated for what, almost a little over 3 weeks, from the 21st of I think the 21st of July until at least the 13th. And that was fucked up.
But you said it was taken out on the 21st, but he wasn't served until the 24th, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, the 24th. So he was separated from his child from the 24th of July until at least on the 13th.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all of that stuff works down there, but regardless, they're both abusers. And I say that because she is no better than him. Yeah, he's he's done some nasty things, but she also, I believe that she's also emotionally abusive.
I agree.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not disputing that at all. They've both done some horrible things, and the only reason I really wanted to bring it up is because of the children, and separating him from his daughter. There's no arrest record. There's nothing showing that he did anything to his daughter, and taking his daughter was just foul.
Oh no, this is good. Oh, yeah. I think she's equally disgusting. Like, and I don't like that the kids at the end of the day are the ones that suffer.
Exactly.
But
Yeah. You know, both of them have done a lot of foul shit and done horrible things to people in our community, but you don't fuck with the kids and you don't hurt the kids. And what she did to his daughter was wrong. That's my opinion. That's
yeah,
my opinion. But it looks like that may have been that it looks like that part of it is resolved. And that's the only that's the only part of it that was of an interest to me and that I intend to share.
gotcha.
Yeah. If they do get back together, that might be a blurb mention. It's like, oh shit, here we go again. But other than that, I don't anticipate it being mentioned again around here.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I don't know anything about the CPS case. I don't recall that.
Yeah, that was before my time. Like I vaguely remember hearing about it. Yeah, I can't even comment on it because I really don't know.
And again, I apologize for mentioning his daughter's name. If anybody goes to the court docket site, his daughter's name's right on the court docket. So it is because of what Michelle did, it is public. So there is that, but I am very sorry that I mentioned her name. I it was completely an accident, but I'm still very sorry I mentioned it.
Okay, so yeah, I wasn't around for the first breakup, but I do remember it
What is
being
this?
discussed.
What
Sorry?
is it? What is this? The 5th or the 10th breakup?
Uh,
This time
third
around,
that I know of for sure.
Stina, this time around, she got a restraining order, and then 3 days after she got it, she called the police. And while the police were there, they asked if there was a restraining order, and he says no. They looked and they're like, oh yeah, there's nothing in there. And then Michelle says, oh yeah, it's in there, but his name's misspelled. And then they found the restraining order with his name misspelled.
No, I
And
don't think.
as you can see right here, his name is misspelled. So she misspelled his name on the protective order paperwork.
The last time, I don't think he left her, with her. He had no choice but to leave. Like, same situation. Don't think I mean, I don't know. I wasn't here for the first time. I, I know the last time, um, was similar to this time. The kids were used anyways. He wasn't allowed to say goodbye, all that same kind of stuff as what's going on now that I remember, anyways.
Didn't he get her out with a protective order the last time? Or didn't she get him out with a protective order the last time too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she did the same thing the last time. She gets him out with a protective order. Actually, yes, because on the hold on the docket, I remember there's another case where there's another case where she had filed for guardianship. So this is not, she has filed for guardianship of his daughter before. So this is not the first time she's done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This is like a repeat of the breakup in 2024.
yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. So she has done this before.
Yeah, same with
She,
me, Stina. Like
yeah,
the constant, um, yeah, I don't know. I
I
I
remember
don't
the
even.
breakup last time because I remember him in the van and her walking, doing the river walk late at night, and then going to the van and bringing him some clothes because she felt bad and stuff. But I don't remember a lot of people talking about it then, and I certainly don't remember people talking about her kidnapping his kid.
No, I don't think that was ever discussed. But like, I don't follow everything that they do, so you know what I mean. Like, I don't watch
I don't
everything.
watch everything either, but I certainly would have remembered a conversation like that.
Yeah, if it happened in one of the in someone's chat or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
I don't remember ever seeing that discussed the last time. But whatever happened, hopefully it doesn't involve the kids. I don't know. Was when the video came out of him threatening. Oh,
I don't recall that.
yeah. Um, yeah, I remember it. But it's not even something that I want to discuss personally. Like, I can fill you in on it later. Not something that I feel like talking about out here.
Sounds good.
Or maybe the second I can't remember.
Jesus.
A really bad video came out. Yeah. Yeah. But you don't see his daughter posted as much as her daughter, right?
Maybe that's because he doesn't want his daughter posted as much. We don't know. And,
Well, I mean, and he said as much that he didn't agree with her posting the kids, but yeah, she does what she wants.
so clearly they have problems. But that's not what we're discussing with those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, on that note, we ready to wrap it up?
Yes, yes, I am getting tired. And I have to save some of my voice for tomorrow night.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You've got a wicked busy stream for tomorrow. So,
Mm.
so on that note, folks, everybody, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
We had
thank
a
you.
great stream. We always have a good time together because we're adults here.
And we'll
Terry,
see you guys tomorrow
yes, we will.
on my channel.
Yep. Terry, thank you so much for being here.
My
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
Everybody, thank you so much. And on that note, We do have an outro video, so love those AI songs. So everybody, good night.
Have a great night.
Another night, another goodbye, another suitcase by the door, and somehow, darling, I've heard this song before. She packed her bags beneath the midnight moon, said this time I'm really leaving soon. A final word, a final scene, a farewell dressed in gasoline. She named her enemies one by one, told us all that the damage was done. Names in the shadows, names in the light, everybody wrong and she's always right. But there was one man she left behind, conspicuously missing from the line. Funny how silence speaks sometimes, especially at the end of goodbye. She closed the door, she turned the key. She said, you'll never hear from me. The credits rolled, the curtain fell, but we've seen this ending before. Vaya con Dios, baby. Go wherever the wind may blow. Take your stories, take your secrets, take the things we already know. Vaya con Dios, darling. Let the midnight take you away. We'll leave the light on by the window, just in case you come back someday. There were whispers underneath the floor, little shadows creeping underneath the door. Different names and different chases, different stories taking different places. One account here, another one there. Funny how the same old trouble follows everywhere. A little smoke, a little fame, a different mask but the same old game. And every time the curtain fell, there was another story left to tell. Another crisis, another goodbye, another reason everybody should cry. So fly away, go find your peace. Declare the war is finally ceased. But don't be shocked if we don't cry. We've watched this ending before. Vaya con Dios, baby. Go wherever the wind may blow. Take your stories, take your secrets, take the things we already know. Vaya con Dios, darling. Let the midnight take you away. We'll leave the light on by the window, just in case you come back someday. Maybe this time is different. Maybe this time is real. Maybe the door stays closed. Maybe that's how leaving feels. But somewhere down the road, when the silence gets too loud, when a room feels empty and you miss the crowd, there's always another account, another name, another story, another explanation, another reason to
come back around. So bow now, darling, the stage is yours tonight. Take your final bow beneath the cold and fading lights. No anger at the doorway, no roses on the floor, just memories of all those times we've watched you walk before. You say the chapter's over, you say the book is closed, but we've learned a little something from the way this story goes. The final page gets written, the last goodbye gets said, and somehow 3 days later there's another video ahead. Vaya con Dios, baby, may the road carry you far. Take your drama to the heavens, take your secrets to the stars. Vaya con Dios, darling, may you finally find your way. We'll remember all the goodbyes, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Vaya con Dios, baby, fly away into the night. Take your final bow, sweetheart, disappear beyond the light.